Punxatawney Phil popped his furry head out today, saw no shadow, and told us all that we have an early spring to look forward to. I love that movie. The day itself is something of a non-event for me, but maybe I'll take my kids up there sometime to just kind of show them what the hubbub's all about. In any case, Groundhog Day is now over because I'm filming this on Groundhog Day, and it will be back again next year unless you're Bill Murray, and then you'll be living it over and over and over again. So here we are in week 5, a third of the way through the semester, and we are well on our way to solidifying our topics and our ideas. So, why don't we just go all the way down and find out what's in week number 5 by scrolling down, looking on the right-hand side, finding View the Course Schedule, and clicking on the 102 Masterclass Schedule link. By doing so, we see the schedule come up, so we scroll down to Unit 2, Week 5. Okay, great. Wow, only 2 documents and 1 assignment this week. Kind of looks deceptively easy, doesn't it? So it shouldn't be too bad for you, considering the fact that this is Super Bowl week, right? Hopefully you're not going to, right from watching the game to completing the assignment. It's just so much easier to work ahead. In any case, starting with reading your sources, we will see exactly what that's all about. It's basically a rehash of something I've been teaching since the beginning, and pretty much you've been learning since you were in grade school. I remember being taught this as early as junior high. The 3 stages of reading. It doesn't matter how you remember it. For example, mine was always pre-reading, reading, and post-reading. But for this, it's preview, read and annotate, and reread. In any case, it's a simple set of ideas. First, you want to skim your material. See? Skim the source. I'm not just making this up. Skim the material to see what jumps out at you. Read the title, the author, the sometimes italics text underneath that tells us all about what's going on. And then notice all of the bolding, section headers, inserts, and pretty much anything else that grabs your attention. By doing that, you'll have somewhat of an idea of what's coming next. Next, you will slow down and really read it. Don't just run your eyes over it and think about other things. Seriously, if you're not soaking it in, you're not reading. If you have to ask yourself, what in God's name did I just read at the end of a page because you were thinking of the Super Bowl menu at your party or how to get tickets to WrestleMania for your boyfriend or girlfriend, you might have been moving your eyes, but you weren't working your brain. This is the time where you need to do both. So this is where you pay attention. Annotate or take notes. Ask questions. Highlight. Ask questions. Look things up. Ask questions. And there's one thing I'm missing. Ask questions. The more questions you can ask yourself, the more you will look up. The more you look up, the better you will understand things. Lastly, go back over all of those questions and all of those answers and answer the ones that you haven't already answered yet. You will try and make sense of those things, and that will help. Those are the 3 stages, regardless of how they are worded, and they help out quite a bit. Down here, you can see more directed questions and ask some directions for stage 3, but I think we covered it pretty nicely, don't you? Okay, enough self-aggrandizing. Let's continue. For planning your informative research essay, clicking on this link, it'll take you right here. There are 5 expandable boxes down here. I've already expanded step 2, step 3, step 4, and step 5 for you, just in case. But if you want to click on it, you find it, you click on the link, and it'll show you. And oh my gosh, look at all that material. So, anyway, that was a really terrible accent of unknown origins, so I apologize for that. I'm usually much better with it. In any case, try to find yourself going down the correct path, okay? Remember that this topic has to be assertive, so you need to know which the angle is that you want to go. So when it says find your angle, it's really saying verify your side of the argument. So, how do we do that? Well, be sure your audience sees the direction you're heading and that you are clearly moving in that direction. If you are not, the angle gets lost. Remember, this is not a straight informational paper. Once you remind yourself of the angle and the direction that you're going in, then you have to ask one very important question. No, God, no. No, it's not who let the dogs out. For the love of God, no. You were all far too young to remember this damn song, but it was everywhere in the early 2000s. I mean, good Lord on high, you literally could not escape it no matter how hard you tried. Commercials, political rallies, kids' movies, dance clubs, college parties, everywhere. It was everywhere. The Baha Men ruled the world, and thank God that they have been relegated to the dustbin of society because the song is terrible. So no, not this question. No, the question I want you to ask is, if I were ignorant of this topic, what would I want to know in order to move forward? If you can help your reader get a little experience with your topic, you can guide them to the ideas that you feel are important. You can show them the evidence that makes the most sense and is the most relevant to your angle, and then you can start to create your own world for them to walk in. That is writing, folks. Your world building. You want your reader to forget about their daily lives and breathe what you provide for them. I know that sounds creepy and narcissistic, but think about the best books you've ever read. It's almost a letdown when you finish, isn't it? So, once you get through all this and we talk about synthesis and we have these questions and so forth, go back to the weekly schedule and you will see, well, we have our only assignment for the week. It's a planning document to get your interacting with your sources that you're going to need for this unit. You need to clearly illustrate the links between the two and then how to deal with your topic. First, click on this link, which is here, and you will see that the very first link within the page is going to open up a lovely Word document. It looks just like this. Now, there was another template for this that someone else made up, but I hated it. I trashed it. I redid it, and now it looks like this, and it's beautiful and gorgeous and amazing. I mean, I don't want to brag, but damn, I'm awesome. Regardless, the needs here are pretty clear. You're going to have to find two sources of opposing ideals, remember, and make sure that you put all the information in here, the title and the link to the article. I've given you examples here, and the author goes here, the year of publication. So put yours here and here, here and here, here and here. Article 1, Article 2, okay? Once you get through that, then you get down to step 2, which is comparing your articles using a comparative grid. Now, what do we mean by this? Okay. You're going to have to find ideas that both articles touch on. So here, we're talking about in defense of binge watching and problems caused by binge watching. So two different sides. So we want to know how each article defines binge watching. That's the easiest way for you to start this. What is your topic? What are the definitions that they put forth in their sources? What is cybersecurity? What is medical technology? Whatever it is, you put that right in here, okay? Answer that. Give them either paraphrases or direct quotes and then give me a citation for it, okay? And you're going to do this 2 more times. I want 2 questions. I think I have 4 boxes down here for you to fill in, but you can just do 3. That's fine. So ask questions that both articles answer. If you find a question that only one article answers, it's not a good question. Find a new one or find a new article. Either way, each article must answer the question, okay? So once you get that, fill it in. Question 1, question 2, question 3, what are the questions? What is the source? List the title, the author, and the link here. And then underneath, give me the material, right? So, questions, source number 1, source number 2. Title, author, year, link. Title, author, year, link. Here are the questions that you're going to answer. Put them over here. And then answer the questions in these boxes. I gave you boxes right here. They will grow and shrink depending on what you type into them, okay? So this way, you'll be able to find sources that both agree and disagree. It'll be great, okay? Remember the Lego talk we had last week? Excellent. You can do this synthesis. No problem. And it's good, folks. We're done for the week. Hopefully you are doing your work well before Super Bowl Sunday. I mean, you've got 7 days from the moment this thing drops, which is about 160 hours, so get it done early. Otherwise, you'll be missing the halftime show and all the commercials. I know no one really cares about the 2 teams this year, right? Anyway, have a great week, and see ya.